Okay, so one more time from the top. Introduce yourselves. What bands you've been a part of?
My name is Caleb. I play guitar and I sing and I Promise the World. Yeah. Cool.
And you can bounce between. You can do a line. Yeah. You can go back and forth. You can look this way, that way. It's not me. The camera is very daunting. So
okay, word.
Whatever you want to do.
I'm Hunter and I scream and sing and I Promise the World.
I'm Mason and I play drums and I Promise the World.
Let's talk about what got you into the music in the first place. I know we kind of did a little bit of background first, but
for me, it was probably my uncle that I currently live with, and we're at his house right now. But when I was younger, I mean, he was a teenager during the time of all the music that we're trying to sound like was cool. And I mean, like, I was a kid and he was playing like Seosin, Taking Back Sunday, Armor for Sleep in the car, Used, and like Coheed and Cambria, and like it's kind of what, I don't know, the sound just, it sounded like, to me it just sounded like the best music I've ever heard, and I wanted to recreate it.
Just older sister music for me. My older sisters listen to like Sleeping with Sirens and Neck Deep and things like that. So
Neck Deep, honestly.
Their old drummer just started following us, and that's so awesome.
It always feels so good.
Yeah,
it's
really.
It's crazy. I remember being like actually upset when he left the band.
When I was like a kid, my dad put me onto like a bunch of like more extreme music, like heavier music. A lot of he like loved Slipknot, so I like eventually was just like, oh, this is pretty dope. But then I found like Midwest emo. My like introduction was like the Front Bottoms and like modern baseball and American football, and then the Used, and then I just started going on a, I don't know, rabbit hole with like heavier emo music, you know, and was really into like Seosin and Thursday and stuff.
Yeah, the Mom Jeans to Seisha Pipeline kind of stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why do you think, typically I'm going to veer off my set list of questions, but why do you think there's such a prominent scene in Denton, Texas, or like in Dallas, Texas? Like I feel like I'm either in New York, California, or Denton, like all the fucking time. And all of you guys have family members that introduce you to the scene. Like that seems a little, why is that?
I think with the family members, it's just the time frame. It's like, that's what was popular or slowly becoming less popular when we were like growing up. Because like going back to older sister music, it's like they were in my house because they're my half sisters. Sorry, it's too much information. Basically, yeah, that's what was popular when we were younger. But I think with the reason that there's a scene in Denton is because, well, it goes back to a band called Two Nights who like started the scene there, and they started it and it never really died. It came and gone in waves, but it never really died. And also Denton has been a big music school, or UNT in Denton has been a big music school since like the 70s with jazz. They have like a nationally renowned music program, so.
Yeah, I feel like it's like math rock is pretty
it's always
technical.
Yeah.
You know, like I could kind of see the big transfer from jazz. Mm-hmm. We're doing Parky tomorrow. Thursday.
Word.
What's today? Wednesday?
Yeah,
so tomorrow.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Any other kind of insights as to why the Denton scene is so prominent?
I mean, I think it just goes down to like it being a big music school, and like they have math rock. They used to have a math rock festival every year. I think they might still have it. I don't know if they still have it, but they used to have a math rock festival in Denton every year. So a bunch of like math rock kind of twinkly sounding bands and would play there. And I also know they used to have a big like metalcore or post-hardcore scene in like more Dallas area, like Plano. There used to be a skate park called Eisenberg's. It was like an indoor kind of skate park, and they had a lot of they would throw shows there all the time. Like I never got to go, sadly, because I didn't start skating. I was too young by the time I actually started skating. But like a bunch of really dope bands have played there. Like when my uncles told me
at the skate park, actually.
Yeah, like it's an indoor skate park.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So like they would have shows inside. It's kind of like a warehouse kind of vibe, and like they had like you can look up videos of Eisenberg's shows, and like you'll see like Vanna playing there, the early November playing there. I'm sure there's like so many, but my uncles told me about shows that happened over there. So
decades.
Yeah, and yeah, and then. I mean, Pantera is from Dallas. I don't know if that has anything to do, but so I think there's always just been a lot of music happening in Dallas. It's kind of died and came, but I feel like right now it's like more alive than it has been in the past few years.
Yeah, I feel there's like anything environmental, like some sort of cultural kind of push to listen to punk music. Like there's a lot of places that kind of not necessarily feel like this, but Texas is the sprawling suburbia for the most part. Yeah. And for some reason, kids are very drawn to like this type of music.
Yeah.
And maybe there's not.
Maybe just like out of like kind of, I don't want to say rebellion, but almost like that. Just because like a lot of people's parents probably just listen to like shit that's on the radio or like.
In Texas, CMT.
Yeah,
there's
it's
a lot of CMT.
Texas isn't like as weird as a place like New York or like California. So like when you hear something different, it's like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, because even like when we went to New York, the whole East Coast to us feels like a whole different world to us. And like, I mean, we've gone multiple times at this point, but it's like it really is just like a whole different world compared to like growing up here and growing up there. Like I can see how you become a different kind of person.
Do you think that there's any like distinction? Like, is there a real emo? Like, you have to almost come from I just flew in from New York, but I find that there's a higher likelihood of like doing punk because it's cool rather than because like you need something different. Actually,
yeah, I can definitely see that, and I feel like that's probably. I mean, I don't want to sound like biased or I don't know, but I genuinely think Texas has the best bands right now. Like bands like My Point of View, bands like At First, Rosa Sharon, like Bullets was a band, I believe Memoir. And to me there wasn't like I've seen, bands on both sides of the coast, and it seems like everyone here is more musical because it's past trying to make cool like punk or hardcore music. It's more like how do I make just good music in general. And I feel like also a lot of these bands too are composed of like a lot of different kind of people coming from different things, so it makes a lot of different influences. And I think also just there being a lot of good bands creates like a really high standard, so everyone's like trying really hard. Not that no one's trying hard anywhere else, but when it's like kind of a cool thing compared to here, it's not really a cool thing. Like like
you're still losers, kind of.
Yeah, you're still kind of exactly. Yeah.
Like, I feel like a loser when I listen to punk, but I think there's like this synonymous action where in New York, like an artist, it's this unfortunate byproduct where like art is so highly upheld in New York that it ends up being the artists are like synonymous with like a frat bro in Ohio. It's just like that's what the culture pushes you to be, and therefore there's just a higher chance of you're kind of an asshole. Now I sound like an asshole. Any other insights? Maybe that question's been answered.
I feel like kind of something that Caleb was saying to go off of, it's like I feel like in places like New York, kind of like you said, like it's kind of really prevalent. So I don't want to sound like a giant biased dickhead or anything. I feel like
let's just say pride. You got the Texas pride.
At a certain point, I feel like in with like New York hardcore or like California like deathcore, like it at a certain point becomes like aesthetic over music and like looks versus like ability to play. Or Texas, I feel like it's not like the music comes first almost every time. Like there's a million bands, like half the people that are in the emo bands don't look like they're in emo bands necessarily, and they don't like make it a point to wear like skinny jeans and a cropped shirt and whatnot, as opposed to like I just like my point of view is like a second wave emo band, but like you wouldn't really know from like looking at any of them.
Yeah, Jonah does not look like No, got it. Let's talk about the formation of I Promise the World, and you guys were initially named Cinema, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Cinema. Yeah.
Yeah, just like how you guys met. Were you friends before?
Yeah, me and Hunter had been friends since like
Middle school.
Middle school. And we got our first job together, and like.
What do you mean?
Like we got our first job. We both had the same first job.
Like as a band? Or
No.
Me and Caleb.
No, just it was a pizza restaurant.
Oh, awesome.
And like we
Me
were
and
just,
Caleb used to scream "Taking Back Sunday" in the back of a pizza
and
restaurant.
like
Were you guys doughboys or delivery?
we were dishwashers.
Dishwashers.
Yeah.
Eventually became doughboys.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
But yeah, like it kind of started, the idea of us being in a band kind of, I feel like, formed there. Like I think we were listening to Interpol one day, and I was like, dude, we can make a band like this. Like, because, I don't know, Interpol was really cool. I think they're one of the sickest bands. Like, because it's like simple, but like it's like so well put together. It's like, yeah, like a lot of thought goes into it, but like it's like very minimal. I don't know. It's just good music, and I think that kind of drew me in. And then me and Hunter, we started our first band. It was called Switch. We like made some songs, and then
Were they any good?
no.
There's like 2 songs.
Yeah,
that
there's
are
2
okay.
songs that are okay, but
The rest of them are like pretty bad.
yeah.
And then when did Mason get involved?
So our old drummer, Marshall, well, he was actually never really a drummer to begin with. He was more of a guitarist, like songwriter, but
He was capable.
he was capable of playing drums, so he kind of just ended up on the kit. And he used to drum at a school, like a School of Rock kind of thing with Mason, and Mason was the drummer, he was a guitarist, and it was like towards the tail end of like Switch, like because we were already thinking like it was probably gonna come to an end. Like we were already starting to write like some of the first like Cinema songs, and like they were just sounding completely different, like more to what I've been wanting to make. And I think Marshall told me that Mason was interested in making screamo music, and I was like, that's perfect, because like yeah, I'm trying to do that. And I'd seen him drum too before, and I mean I think also like me knowing that he was like a percussionist, like maybe one, because I mean he did drums in high school, like
marching.
Yeah, and I did that too, so that's where a lot of my musical background comes from. I was on drumline, but so it kind of worked out, and like we could like communicate well, and having the same idea, like, and yeah, that's how Mason came in. And then that was like summer of 23, and I just showed him some of our new songs. He started playing drums. Marshall was going to be in the band at first, like as another guitarist, but ended up not doing it. And then we got our other guitarist, who isn't here right now, Mason, to hop in. And then
There's two
two Masons. There's 2 Masons. Yeah, he goes to school in San Marcos, but he's from here, so we know him. Hunter's known him since middle school as well. But yeah, he's been pretty good at guitar for a while, and he wanted to make the same kind of music, so kind of just like all like fell apart like nicely, like.
Yeah. Or it fell together.
Yeah, it fell together. Yeah, fell apart. Yeah, fell together nicely. And then Yeah, and then
Our other bassist, or our first bassist, Jackson, we knew through the guy that we were recording with, or the Recording the Cinema EP with. His name is Santi, and they had a band called The Ends, and
I don't think I've heard of it.
Yeah.
he was also the first bassist for Bullets Between Tongues.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
So
because there was so much overlap.
They're Denton based,
yeah,
aren't they?
yeah, and
They're cool.
Jackson's also the screamer in A Brief Memoir. You might have met him. He's redhead with glasses.
Like, does he live? He lives here.
Yeah, he lives in
Yeah.
Denton. Yeah.
I see. The last time I
He
was
used to
in
live.
Denton-
He used to live at Jonah's spot.
Then,
Maybe, I don't know, but
maybe.
yeah, but it's kind of all fell together. We started. We worked on our EP like right away, and then we played our first show as Cinema like I think October 2023. It was with Bullets. It was Bullets' release show. And yeah, it was a good first show. Like it was the first time like we played a show. It just felt crazy to play like a first show, and like it had so much like it was well received, and Paul, who's the vocalist in My Beloved, like came up to me after, and he was kind of a part of like Afira.
You guys are knowledgeable on these fucking bands.
Yeah. He was part of like Afira, and like they he was like, yo, like send me like y'all's EP, like I want to hear it, and like he's like it'd be dope to get y'all on Afira, and like we were like, oh my god, like it was dope because they had a lot of cool like metalcore bands at the time, like Belmora and like Ashar and stuff. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of how the first pieces like happened. We released our EP and then played a lot of our first like a lot of shows that year, and the following beginning of the year too. Like basically anytime like a screamo band would come through Texas, like we'd probably play with them at Gloves, and like playing all the shows we did with like it was like we played a lot of our first shows with Bullets, and I feel like we both kind of like fed off each other. And yeah.
My next question, unless there's anything else to be said, good. Does emo music or punk music or like whatever you guys define it as, does it come from a place of happiness or sadness? Or maybe you were sad and then you screamed a bunch and then now you feel better, or you know?
I think it's like from a place of like it comes from sadness, but like it also comes, I like things being like hopeful. It's like, okay, I'm sad, but how am I gonna get myself out of this and like have a positive outlook? Because I don't really like listening to lyrics that are just like
hella depressing.
Not that it's bad, but it's like where it's like I feel bad for myself, like like feel bad for me, like my life sucks or whatever. Like I'd rather like I'm sad, but like I'm gonna try to not be sad.
Real when life gives you lemons perspective.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so there's like optimism within the lyrics.
Yeah.
But it does come from a sad place though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's good to know. Whose sadness does it come from? Or is it split down
I think it's probably like
wrong.
it's
Me
probably,
and Caleb probably.
yeah. So we both.
Mason's happy.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, I mean,
To quote Mason, I fucking love my parents, bro.
That's amazing. That's really nice. One guy's gotta hold it down.
Yeah. No, it's for me. It comes from more of just a genuine love for how the music sounds. Honestly, like with most, I've never really been a lyrics guy. One to really like listen to lyrics and really like pick apart like what this means. Of course, I do it a little bit, but I just love the sound of it. I just think it's like the almost like the culmination of everything I love in music. It's like just all into one. It's got heavy stuff, it's got pretty stuff, it's technical, it's musical, it's totally just a love for how it sounds for me.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's probably good to have not three people that are just yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's more like technical kind of love for just
musical, technical.
robustness.
Yeah.
And so then it's you two who are, well, no, I'm not kidding. Don't take it in that way. Like you guys are kind of creating the almost the atmosphere that's accompanies the technicality.
So like, I mean, we both do the vocals, so he's like, I mean, we both sing, and like we kind of both write like our own basically, like if I'm singing a part or if he's singing a part, he most likely, like, he wrote the part he's singing, I wrote the part I'm singing.
That's actually beautiful.
Yeah,
that's gorgeous.
Awesome.
I mean, the reason that we started it is was kind of like an outlet for me and Caleb to write about shit we were upset about. So
I totally get it. There's also, I think you guys were talking about this earlier, like there's something super, I mean, I know Texas is like maybe more technical than New York or LA. I don't feel like I'm like bashing, but like both punk is very accessible, and that feels nice. Like you can become a punk band.
Yeah.
Everybody's. My next question, and this is going to be absolutely outside of music, but what do you guys do for a living? Like, how do you spend your time? Kind of stuff.
Right now I just, I do the band, and then I've done valet for a while. I've had a few different jobs. Like I worked with Hunter for a little bit, it's a rubber company. But
a rubber company?
It's like blue collar stuff.
Like rubber flooring.
Okay.
So I've done a few like physical labor jobs, just stuff trying to get me by, and the valet job works out for me because my boss is like pretty cool with like me being in a band, and he supports it a lot. So he lets me take off whenever I need, lets me come back whenever I need. Like it's at the point where I kind of work like 1 week every month at this point. But it's enough like to help me out. So yeah.
Beautiful.
I don't have a job right now. It was, but for like the last 2.5 years, I've worked with my dad at his rubber company. Or at the rubber company that he worked.
This sounds like the chair company.
It's like Caleb was saying, it's rubber flooring. So it's like the stuff around playgrounds and pools, and like you trowel it down like concrete. You use concrete and drywall trowels to put it down. It's messy shit and it's hard work, but it's really satisfying. And it's nice to, you're a pussy because you're in a band where you scream about your feelings. It's like, yeah, but I also get up at 6 a.m. to go to work and whatnot. Okay. So, not anymore.
I feel like that's such a stupid misnomer, dude. Like, I feel it's so brave to scream about your feelings, honestly.
Yeah.
But regardless.
I would agree in a nuanced sense, but from a veteran dad, it's not a very...
But you show up to work, so therefore you're...
Exactly, it cancels out, so we're okay.
I make coffee.
I'm happy, I fuck with my parents, I'm a barista. I do this shit for the love of the game.
No, my job's cool. Making coffee is fun. I honestly, dude, outside of that, like, I go home, I do the band shit, I play drums at my house sometimes. That's pretty much the extent of it these days. It's a pretty boring life.
Then this is the kind of subsequent question to that initial question. What has DIY taught you that you can apply outside of making music? You're in a band and therefore you're like, you've gotten better at like contacting venues. Or so how do you apply it to real life outside of, if the band ends, how are you going to use the skills that you learned from this?
I think, like communicating with people, like finding people learning how to talk to people, like quote unquote like networking, you know. 'Cause then
You got it.
You got it.
Circling back, regrouping.
Yeah. So I think that's like the biggest thing I've learned, like making friends. Because like, I mean, I feel like the DIY scene's a good space for everyone to make friends. Like there's always like, you always see friend groups. I feel like it's very welcoming. Like even if like people going to their first shows, they usually make their first friend like there. So I think yeah, it's just a place to talk to people, and like that talking to people can apply everywhere in life. So
Beautiful.
I think as cliche and stupid as it is, it's literally in the name of just do it yourself. It's like instead of being like, I would do this, but I don't know. It's like, well, fuck you mean you don't know? Just do it. Like I want to set up a show, but like, okay, talk to venues, talk to bands. It's not very hard.
Yeah, just genuinely just like
one step at a time. Yeah, basically. Initiative. And I don't know, I normally don't talk about this in interviews, but for me, straight edge is really, it was very helpful to become sober and focus on your goals and not waste money on something that ultimately does not do anything for you. So.
Well, actually, it doesn't even matter.
I mean, pretty much what Caleb said, like the social aspect of it. Yeah, it's just like the getting better at talking to new people all the time, because like, you know, being in like a DIY space, you're not forced into conversations, but you're around so many people that it's just like, well, I might as well try and talk to you. So it's like getting out of that like box you put yourself in, and like trying to just make connections with the people around you. It's I don't know, very, very important in everyday life.
I feel like once you kind of escape the box, it becomes a little easier to see outside of it.
Yeah.
What now? I have to ask. What made you go straight edge?
I fucked my lungs up. I used to smoke a lot of weed and a lot of cigarettes. Like at a show, I would smoke like half a pack of cigarettes at every single show. And I used to smoke like an ounce a week. And a little bit off topic, but funny enough, me and Caleb came up on hella weed one time when I was working at the UPS store, and that was awesome.
For a car or something?
No, so
you don't have to get. I mean, if it's incriminating.
Yeah.
It's actually not illegal because I'm allowed to do it because what they were doing was illegal first. I did technically take shit from them. Yeah. Somebody was sending some illegal shit. It's like, actually, no, you're not. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah.
So you just had the nose. You're the hound.
Well, dude, the whole store reeked. It was crazy.
And you like sniffed it out.
I kind of did. I walked in the back and there was a box that looked kind of wet, but it wasn't actually wet. And I was like, that's perfume stains. And then I put my nose up to it, and it smelled like perfume. And I took my nose a little bit further away from it, and it super smelled like weed.
Nice.
But anyways,
It was a come up.
yeah, it was a super come up. Very, very dope.
And maybe, you know, I am like very anti-straight edge in a sense, because I research. My other job is I research drugs, so like my whole thesis is on ketamine.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, I'm kind of like, I feel like humans have a tough fucking time. I don't know. Weed, alcohol, I mean, maybe it's bad, but I kind of think there's some benefits to drug use.
I agree. I'm sure there is absolutely use for other people, but for me, it's
it's good.
It's not for me.
It's good.
Sorry, hella sidetracked. I had pneumonia, and I smoked through having pneumonia, and it really fucked my lungs up. And then I came to an epiphany one day after I took way too many edibles, and we were at a pizza store, and we're on the way home during the week of South by Southwest, and I started I was getting ready to freak out, and it was like, oh, actually, you're fine. You just haven't smoked in a week, and you're way too high.
Got it.
And then I sat there for another second, and we played like house music, and I got hella insecure about that house song I told them to play. I was like, man, this shit is lame. Why are we listening to this? And then they put on our demos for songs that we released earlier this year, and I thought it was really dope, and then I started giving like a football dad speech, like, "No, this shit's amazing. We're gonna do this shit forever. We're so good at this."
Wait, so when was it? But you were sober when you did this?
No, I was really, really stoned. Like, I was
okay.
really, really
so
stoned.
Straight Edge was a recent kind of trend.
Yeah, it was in April of this year.
Okay, but it's been good.
Yeah, it's been really dope.
Happier.
I like remember shit. I fuck with that.
Yeah, for sure. That is nice. Let's see. What other? Oh, okay. The documentary is called "Finding Peace Through Hardcore." How do you find peace outside of making music? I know we talk about jobs, but like, you know, what habits or rituals or friends or whatever help you feel solace?
Yeah, I mean, I think like, hanging out with friends that are outside of like the music stuff, and friends and family, like just going to see them, like I don't live with my mom or my other siblings, but like when I come home, I try to like have a day set aside where I just go over and spend time with them, and that always like feels good. And I think that, and like also like, I mean, just like seeing friends that have like been around since before the band, and you know, they're obviously like super happy, and like friends I used to like hang out with every day, and now it's like I see them like once or twice a month now, but it's always nice, like, you know, just hanging out with friends, seeing them, that, and like I want to get back more into like skating.
Like 7 skateboards out.
I used to skate a lot more, but I think that's another way, like finding peace, or just anything, like any other hobby, just finding stuff. It kind of feels like the band stuff never stops for me, even when I come home from tour, because I come home from tour immediately figuring out the next thing, how many t-shirts, what's our next t-shirts designs, how many, writing songs, or just like where we're going next. I think just spending time with the people you love.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
For me, it used to be skating, but now it's really just the music thing for me. I don't know, personally. It was like trade-off. I used to skate like every day. Like me and Caleb, especially like COVID. It was like literally every single day for 10 plus hours. But I don't know. I'm fucking dumb, and like I don't know how to express myself like a normal fucking person half the time. So.
Dude, I don't know. I think the first thing you want to try is probably.
It's like when I would get really, really upset about something, then I would go skate and try something that was big that I knew was gonna hurt. And now instead, I would rather just like go to a hardcore show. And so it's like the same kind of effect.
Yeah, beautiful. And you, how about yourself, my friend?
I mean, yeah, like
pretty at peace,
bro. Oh my god. Nah, listening to non-hardcore emo music when I'm away from the band stuff is one thing that kind of like brings me back, just because I mean, being, you know, surrounded by heavy music all the time, it's like, it's dope, I love it, but just going back and listening to, you know, tried and true stuff that I like always love, always like makes me feel like, I don't know, brings me back down and like chills out. And then yeah, just like hanging out with my friends, trying to hang out with my family as much as I can. That's pretty much it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more questions. We're almost done. What advice would you give to someone who does not like live in a place where there's like very easily accessible DIY scene? Like, what are these people who are living in, I don't know what that scene is like in Iowa, but like, what are they supposed to do? Like, how do they find peace? Maybe they love punk music or whatever, you know, but like, they feel like us.
Yeah.
What are they supposed to do?
Just make one. Make your own scene.
Yeah, I think.
Because, I mean, we didn't know that there was one when we started doing music, so we just started by playing shows in my living room and our friends' living rooms. It's like hella old school, but like, just do that.
Yeah, I think just that. I mean, like if you can't find like band members, or even like don't focus on like trying to find people that like the same stuff as you. Like it's just find someone who's good at their instrument and then like show them the stuff you like, or
Mom Jean Sensation Pipe.
Like they don't have to like the same music. Like as long as they can play their instrument, it's better they can play their instrument rather than being really into the music and they can't play their instrument. So that, and then if you can't find any people at all, then I mean now with like technology, you can just
start an online band.
Yeah, you can just do all that shit yourself.
I just heard about the online bands. Ginger Bee, I live all in different states.
Yeah.
So
Same with that band, Brazil Got Her Wings. They're literally across the country from each other.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So like you can make anything possible, and if anything, like you put out a really good demo or EP, and like you create a demand for your music, and there you go, and like you'll find people will be drawn to it regardless. So
any other tips?
Simple as that, it's just do it, there's nothing else you really can.
Because I think that's also like, I mean, like you were saying, like how like Texas has a lot of good bands. I think it kind of still that same thing applies to a lot of like the Midwest. Like a lot of the literally best metalcore bands like came from the Midwest. Like bands like Seven Angels, also like emo stuff. Like there's just like our Hopes Fall, Beloved, North Carolina, like all those kind of like middle places where like a lot of people may not have been into it or be into it. Like I think it makes a lot of good music.
Pressure makes diamonds kind of shit.
Yeah.
All the best bands came from all the places you wouldn't think they'd come from.
Sure.
Milwaukee is an insane place for there to be a lot of really good metalcore.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about Denton too. It's just what is so fun. I couldn't agree more. Last question. What other media do you consume besides punk music? Like what shows do you watch? Do you have a favorite author? Like what other other media brings you solace?
Yeah, I like a lot of TV shows. I really like like anime. There's a lot of good anime. Like Psychopaths.
Paranoia Agent.
Yeah, Ergo Proxy.
You guys ever watch Serial Experiment?
Yes, that one's really fire.
I watched like 3 episodes.
Steins Gate.
Okay.
It's
like the
Three Zeros and
it's
a good
like
one.
the Groundhog Day.
Yeah. Like everything kind of repeats. Attack on Titan's great. But and then I like a lot of TV. Like I recently watched Mr. Robot, and that's probably been one of my favorite like series I've watched. And like like Breaking Bad. I'm also really into The Wire right now.
It's better than The Sopranos.
The Wire is really good. Yeah.
Woo,
Yeah.
a statement better than The Sopranos.
The Wire is.
I think if you've actually watched both, then that's not a crazy take. Because I mean, the last 3 seasons of The Sopranos are hard to get through.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, but The Wire is great. I'm trying to think of what else.
Watchmen.
Oh, Watchmen's
The
good.
comic book?
Yeah, the
Okay.
comic book.
They
Did
did
they make it? Did
They
visualize
They just make they made a movie like in 2009 or something. Yeah.
Okay.
And then they also they recently just made an animated version of it.
Cool.
That's really cool. Like Invincible. It's really dope.
Of course. Sick.
Trying to think. I like Spider-Man a lot. Yeah. And then skate videos. For relating to that, like watching like Bag of Suck by Jerry Sue. It's his video part. It's an Enjoy video part. Probably one of my favorite video parts. It's like him skating, And I think that's where also a lot of like the cool music comes from, because like them, and then fucking
Sean Pablo's part in Blessed.
Yeah, Sean
put us onto Depeche Mode.
Yeah, or like Dylan Reeder. Fuck, why can't I remember his name?
Brian Anderson's part.
Brian Anderson.
Yeah, right. The Interpol.
The Interpol. Yeah, I was literally about to name that. Yeah.
And then who skated the Joy Division in that video?
I thought it was Jerry Sue.
And Yeah, right.
Oh no. I don't
Somebody skated the Level Terrace part in Yeah, right. Somebody did.
But Jerry Sue also skated, or Jerry Sue skated in New Order. But yeah, I like all the skate media. I'm not really up to date with the new stuff.
That's pretty good.
But there's a lot of cool stuff happening in New York, like skating wise. I think they have the coolest skate scene. So
a lot of spots.
Yeah, a lot of spots.
All right. Next, you're on the spot now.
Like Caleb said, a lot of anime. Like, been said it a million times. Like Evangelion.
Oh, dude,
it was great. Yeah. That's like my favorite shit ever. I love it so much. I have like all of it on DVD, and yeah, I really like Evangelion. And we made shirts with Evangelion, and there's a couple songs with Evangelion references. Psychopaths, Attack on Titan, Paranoia, Agent I Said, this movie Jinro, Akira, both the movie and I read the books, which are way different and really, really good. So if you have the free time, you should read the books because it's way different.
So you like read the manga?
Yeah, I read a lot. I used to read a lot of manga and comic books. Well, I don't as much anymore because now I'm fucking just hamster brain glued to my fucking phone. Authors, they're like comic book authors. Frank Miller and Alan Moore are both really good. Alan Moore is like phenomenal for like, if you want like lyrical inspiration, like we stole some shit from Watchmen, which he wrote Watchmen. I can't remember the lyrics. It's at the end of Lost at Sea, but yeah, and Swamp Thing by Alan Moore is also crazy. Super like existential shit. All the shit's like really existential. It's really I really like Batman. Caleb likes Spider-Man, but you know, white guy, I really like Batman.
The other guy who's usually here, he is like the comic book. Like the only reason I know Watchmen is because he fucking needs to talk about it.
Dude, you gotta check it out. It's great. It's so
okay.
Like I've read all of Berserk. I really, really like Berserk.
Is so cool. Guts is such a badass, dude.
It's so dope. I didn't even know until we were on tour recently and in Barnes & Noble that they had released Volume 42. And
oh, that's crazy, actually.
Yeah. And I stole that from Barnes & Noble. And that's how I got most of my comic books, which now I feel like I'm too much of a fucking adult to do that.
Why?
Thinking about getting caught stealing comic books and then like having to have on your record that like, imagine doing a job interview and it's like, it says here, you misdemeanor theft charge. Yeah, I was stealing manga. Not dope. My favorite author is probably Haruki Murakami. He wrote
Norwegian Wood, dude.
I haven't read that one.
Ooh,
but
dude, top 5. It's so good. That's his best book. I think it's so good.
Me and our bassist Aiden really, like, we have talked a lot about it because we both read or listened. I listened to books a lot when I was at work. I would listen to books. A Kafka on the Shore, which is like a fucking insane story. It's so good. And it's like, I think one of the coolest things about it is that it's like, you can't adapt it. Like, it's so weird and over the top that you couldn't really make it into a movie without it seeming like dumb. Just fucking talking cats and shit.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I like movies too. Lots of shit. The Crow is cool. The Crow is really, really cool.
Allan Poe?
Well, that's also cool. But there's a comic book that they also made into a movie with Jet Li.
Okay. I have not seen that.
When a lot of it is inspired by like The Cure and Joy Division, like the chapter titles and shit like that, which are really, really cool. Like there's a chapter called New Dawn Fades, and yeah, I don't know, I think that's it.
It's music for me, honestly, bro. I mean,
TV.
no, I fuck with TV, but it's just like I'm really bad at watching shows. It's very inconsistent, and like I'll get really into it for a little bit, and then something will come up, and I can't, watch for a little bit, and then I just don't end up coming back to it. But no, I do really like TV. Like Breaking Bad was incredible. Sopranos is great. Ozark was one of my favorite shows. That was like one of the first shows I like watched all the way through.
Wow, that's like not even that long ago.
Dude, I'm
He's
not
like
that
12.
old, bro.
Dude, wait, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Yeah, but I feel like I was watching TV at like 6 years old. My parents would just like prop me.
I mean, like TV, like if we're talking like back then, it's like, yeah, bro, I fucking love SpongeBob. But like,
yeah, I mean,
when I started watching TV,
yes,
it was,
I actually love how like, okay, there's like a distinction between like TV
yeah,
and art.
yeah, exactly.
There we go.
Yeah, I mean, same with movies. I really like movies, but setting aside that time commitment to, sit down for 2.5 hours and watch a movie.
What do you like? What is calling to you that you can't do 2 hours?
I just like attention span, bro.
Just ADHD.
Dude, yeah, it's just like I'll be scrolling on Netflix and look at something and be like, oh, this looks cool, it has good reviews, and I see it's over 2 hours. I'm like, I don't know.
But what are you? Is it like a phone? Like you just like find yourself migrating to your phone, or what's like the alternative?
There's
Like 9 p.m. What else is there to do?
no, I know it's ridiculous. I end up going on my phone, but it's not like once I start a movie, like I'm in it, but it's like the act of starting it. It's like getting in my head, it's like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and do this that I have to get past. Once I get past that and start something, then I can sit there and be fine. Like I'm not on my phone throughout a movie. It's just like getting into it. That's tough. It's just attention span shit. It's
classic executive.
it's awful. Yeah.
All right. If you can't answer this one, totally fine. One last question. Why do you think there is a resurgence of emo culture? Why is Seisha, Marietta, Algernon Cadwallader, why are they all like coming back?
20-year cycle.
Yeah.
Is it like a capital-oriented thing, or is there like what's the socio-political background for what's facilitating the resurgence, or is it purely just like there's a market for it and they need money?
I'm sure part of it is like the 20-year cycle with like just nostalgia for that time period, like both with the fashion and with everything.
Is this a real thing? Like a real, like people say the 20-year cycle is a...
Think about how popular Stranger Things got and how popular the rest of 80s culture got as, I don't want to say as a result, but like that's like hand in hand, that's why those things were so popular at the same time.
Like 2016, everyone was kind of dressing 80s kind of style. Like it was like dad, mom.
High waist jeans came back.
Cuff jeans, tuck shirts. Yeah.
It's actually probably the most concrete answer I've ever gotten. People are just, yeah, people, we're sad now. It's a climate thing.
Shit sucks, man.
Yeah.
I think that might play a part in it. Like maybe people are sad now, but I think it's also just looking. Yeah, it's like nostalgia, like looking back, and I think everyone realizing like not just emo, but I think music, like pop music in the early 2000s was like some of the best pop music. I mean, at least maybe to our age group, because I mean maybe because we grew up with it and like we were like kids, and like you go and listen to a pop song from 2000 and then go listen to a pop song now. It's like, oh, they were actually kind of making music then. Like,
yeah.
And now,
I feel like part of that too is like Ed Sheeran won this lawsuit that's like, it says that you're allowed to just kind of basically copy songs. So now if you listen to pop songs now, every single melody you hear is recycled from an older pop song that was really, really popular. Like every song is a recycled song, which makes the older shit better because you couldn't do that. You could sue somebody based off of the same 4-chord melody, but now it's like you can rip the whole thing. And now, so
Yeah, it's like very formulaic now, kind of.
Yeah. And also, I feel like part of the reason like DIY and shit like that, and like hardcore and post-hardcore, etc., all the DIY shit is like more popular now. Is like post-COVID, people wanted to like do shit together again.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like the Live Nation shit gets fucking old, because me personally now I can't go to like a big show like that. Like I went to see Death Grips a couple of years ago at Southside Ballroom in Dallas, and it was like I saw like the 5 songs I actually wanted to see and then left through like a third of the way through their set. So just like, this is too big and I don't care.